Hello there guys, and welcome to another video, and today we are doing a top something video where we will be showing the Sonic bosses in the order of how hard it was for me. So everyone knows Sonic as the blue bar and all that other stuff, and I've played Sonic myself on my computer on this, just trust me. Anyway, so back to this. So, yeah, most of you are familiar with, this guy right here. So, today I'm going to show you the hardest parts of, the hardest bosses, including the final one, in my own order. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start this. Number 6. Marble Zone. Well, this one has got to be very easy to me. Well, you can easily hit Eggman in the very beginning, as with the first boss, and you're probably surprised that the first boss isn't here in this spot, but the reason for this is the only hard part for me is jumping over the lava. That's the only hard part. This guy just got his timing a little bit off right here. See, you can hit him before and it will stop him, which will mean that it's very easy to destroy him within about 10 or so seconds. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our next one. Number 5. Starlight Zone. Well, I'm pretty sure you weren't too surprised with this, as this zone is very laid back except for the fact that there's those bomb guys in it. And the boss for this is no different in difficulty. If it weren't for the fact that he was dropping those mine things, you couldn't hit him. I mean, really, the only hard part about this battle is trying to not get hit by those things when you're trying to get to them. It's just hard to not. I mean, it's hard to fail at this. Like, seriously, how do you fail at this? That was... Well, anyway, let's just go on to our next one. Number 4. Green Hill Zone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're surprised that this got this far up the list, but I can't remember how many times it took for me to actually get past this boss when I was first trying this game. Even though this boss is easy after a few tries, you gotta admit, it's pretty hard when you first try, unless you have a ton of rings, and you can jump really fast. Which, of course, I can't. You just gotta get the timing correct, but sometimes it's just hard as crap. But, yeah. Saying this is hard in the beginning, but not so hard after, this gets a spot at number 4. Now let's move on to our next one. Number 3. Spring Yard Zone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this would be near number 6 on your list, but this has to be at number 3 for me because it took me so many tries to actually get the platforming right and the strategy right. This one took me tons of tries, and if it weren't for a save feature for the PC version, I would have had to start over the whole entire game about 20 or so times. I'm not kidding with that. So, yeah, this gets a nice and cozy spot at number 3. So, yeah, let's move on to our next one. Now, before I unveil number 2, let's go ahead and review really quick. So far it's been number 6, Marble Zone, number 5, Starlight Zone, number 4, Green Hill Zone, and number 3, Spring Yard Zone. With only Final Zone and Labyrinth Zone left, which one do you think is gonna be next? Go ahead and put it in the description and pause this video before you go ahead and check. Comment. Yeah. Number 2. Final Zone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you guys are probably putting in the comments, hey, why isn't this at number 1? Well, first of all, Final Bosses at number 1 is kind of overrated. And second of all, it actually wasn't too hard for me. It only took me about 2 or 3 tries to get the strategy right, and this was actually easier in the strategy than with Spring Yard Zone. The only reason that Spring Yard Zone isn't in this spot is because of the fact that you have 0 rings and it's very hard. Also, another reason that this isn't at number 1 is because some of the time I glitched. It's very weird. I was trying to jump while the thing was crushing me, and somehow I teleported through, which caused me to win, which maybe that's just Eggman's fault of making his machines not work. But let's go ahead and go to number 1, as you will probably see now. So yeah, let's go to that. Number 1. Labyrinth Zone. Yeah, the zone was pretty hard for me as well, as was Scrap Brain Zone, but that was in the part where you had to get perfect to get the air bubble. But, you know, that's just Scrap Brain Zone. That doesn't have a boss, except if you want to count Final Zone as Scrap Brain Zone's boss. But we're kind of getting off topic here. Labyrinth Zone's boss was actually really hard to me. It took me a long time to make it without losing all my rings on the way up, and to not die by either the obstacles or the water. Trying to follow him was hard as crap. And it took me even though this didn't take me as many tries as it did with other zones like Spring Yard and even Green Hill, it was still really hard for me. And that's why it gets the spot of number 1. So in the end, Labyrinth Zone is my number 1 hardest. But I mean, that's not yours. Yeah, it's not your opinion. That's my opinion. If you want to post your opinion, then go ahead and make a video like mine. Also, another question. How did I do for my first top whatever video? I will probably be doing more of these soon, so it wasn't all that hard to do this, but it still took quite a while. So yeah, guys. Again, let's go ahead and review that. It was Marble Zone number 6, Starlight Zone number 5, Green Hill Zone number 4, Spring Yard Zone number 3, Final Zone, or Scrap Brain Zone if you want to call it that, because Scrap Brain Zone doesn't have a boss, number 2, and number 1, Labyrinth Zone. So, yeah, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.